I don't know if I filmed it last night, but this is my sweet camp spot. Nobody else around. Morning. I hope I shot some of that campsite last night, but I don't know if I did. I was way out here in a forest road right next to this creek. Beautiful, nobody around. Didn't get mauled by bears, didn't get axe murdered. Got a pretty good sleep. Read a little Liz Phair autobiography. And that's about it. Didn't eat except for some peanut butter crackers. I just didn't feel like cooking. Hung the bear bag. Blah de blah. And it was freezing cold. I don't know, man. 40 doesn't sound like it's cold, but it is. I don't know what to tell you. And it's freezing cold now. I put on the long pants, the long sleeve shirt, and it'll be fine. That's about it. Psyched for an uneventful day, filled with the baby alternates, and we'll see how things go. Alright, I was so far north on the 100 that I was really close to the route on the north side. So I went to that, and I think that may have been a mistake. Maybe I should have backtracked the 25 minutes to get on the track back, because I think I missed some good forest roads. Oh well. Oh well. What could you do? I think that was Breadloaf. I should have gone south. Should have backtracked. I didn't. Oh well. For some reason I thought I was going to hook up with the dirt roads, but it didn't. Anyway, got started at 7. It is freezing. My hands are completely frozen. And I can't wait for that sun to hit the ground, warm things up a little bit. I was a little worried this morning because the sensor was reading the front tire was at like 21, but it was just, I think it's just because it was so freaking cold. I wonder if that'll tell me what it got down to last night. I think it will. Wow. Here's the morning shoulder update that you didn't ask for. It feels a lot better. I think maybe the cold last night was like putting ice on it or something. I don't know, but it feels a lot better. It's still tweaked, and I think I can like sort of lift things with that arm now. So what I'm hoping is maybe it'll just fix itself and I won't even have to go to the doctor about it. That's what I'm hoping. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, hold on. Hello? Yeah, morning of day 10. I knew you'd be calling. Yep. Okay, well, before we talk about that, let's talk about the fact that you offered to connect my esophagus to your region. I was talking about the nose and mouth being too close together and how it'd be nice if you could breathe from somewhere else, not eat. No. Wrong. No, that's not right at all. I wanted to be able to breathe, not eat. Why would I want to eat from down there? That's kind of disgusting. What if things got mixed up? Right. Listen, let's just forget that whole thing. No rerouting of any internal tubes or anything like that. Just keep things how they are. There must be a reason evolution didn't go the way I wanted it to, so let's just leave things alone. Leave everything alone. Don't touch a thing. Just keep doing what you're doing. All right? No, I don't think you were doing it on purpose, but what I'm saying is you just don't know what you're talking about. Right. Yeah. Okay, yes, we can talk about it. Go ahead. Listen, I have the same inputs that you do. I hate the phrase inputs. But I have the same, I can feel everything you can feel. And I'm going to be honest, it is not that bad. It's not that bad. Nope. I really think the Bead Rider seat has helped a little bit. I didn't say it made things perfect. Listen, if you sit for 10 hours a day for more than 4 days in a row, things are going to get funky. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, and you know what? Someone made a good point. Someone on ADV Rider. Do you check that out? That website? No? Well, you should. Yeah, I'm sure you do have your own forums. And no, I don't want the URLs of any of them. No, I'm good. Really. Yeah, I'm sure there's plenty of useful information, but you know what? You deal with your forums, I'll deal with mine, okay? The point is, someone mentioned that you may become dimpled after spending so much time against the Bead Rider. And they implied that that was a good sort of fashion thing, that you know, it might improve your look a little bit. No, I don't think they meant like Shirley Temple. Although having a Shirley Temple ass, I don't see anything wrong with that. You do? Well, where did you learn all the words to Goodship Lollypop? Huh. I had no idea. I didn't know you wanted to be an actor. Yeah. I thought from birth you were sort of just shoved into your... No? Is there a thriving derriere acting scene? Like, do they make movies? No, stage only, huh? Why? Okay. No, it's not, I mean, it's not my culture. I don't know all the ins and outs of you know, ass world. No, you don't need to sing it right now. I mean, you can if you want, but listen, that's not bad. I gotta say, You kind of have a good voice. Is it a voice that you have? Is that what you call it? Yeah. Oh no, I've heard you before, believe me. Just not singing. Well, not singing in a singing sense. Yeah. Okay, well, yeah, you can work up a whole routine if you want. I mean, I get pretty bored up here. I'll check it out when you got something worked up. Sammy Davis Jr.? Yeah. Candyman? Yeah, it sort of relates to the song, the Shirley Temple song. Yeah, you could get a theme going. Sammy Davis, Shirley Temple. Everyone's name maybe could start with an S and end with a consonant. I mean, their last name starts with a consonant. I don't know. Sam Cooke. I'll try to think of some more. Yeah. Alright, so a candy-based S first name, consonant last name showcase. Yeah, I'm into it. Nope. No, I don't need your headshot. No, I don't. I'm fine. Thank you. Alright, ass. I gotta go, dude. No, we're not talking about the massage because it's not bad enough. No, I did not say I'd give you a massage on day 10 at all. I said you couldn't even mention it until day 10. Which of course you marked on your tear off calendar. Yeah. Okay, duly noted. You mentioned it. I said no. That's the end of the story for now. I'm not closing the door for good. Listen, if it gets bad enough, I'm happy to help. But it's not bad enough yet. Really, it's not. Alright. Yeah, just let me know when the show is. I'll get a ticket. Alright, later, man. Bye. I should have known first thing on day 10 ass was gonna call. Should have known. But seriously, it's not that bad. It really isn't. I don't know if I'm gonna give Bead Rider the credit or not, because I don't know. I think there needs to be some more scientific study done. But it's not bad. Our friend Brendan said that he used one of those blue foam seats on his CT125 when he was going from Denver to Port Orford on the tap. And he said not only did it make him very comfortable, but it reversed previously done damage. That's a pretty bold testament. I don't know if he's being sponsored by that company or what, but it's bold. It makes me want to try one out. And actually, I think Steve bought one for his little bike, which I can never remember what it is, but it's an old little Honda. Maybe it's a C90, maybe it's just, I don't know. We'll find out. We'll see it in person, I hope. But he bought one, maybe based on Brendan's endorsement, I'm not sure. Oh no. But anyway, I'm psyched to get a look at this renowned Lucy, mysterious Lucy. Jesus Christ, it's cold. So just saying Jesus Christ, is that blasphemy? Or do you have to say, like, God damn? Like, I know that's blasphemy. Using the Lord's name in vain. In vain. What does it mean? So if I just say, Jesus Christ, is that using the Lord's name in vain? I guess it is. Right? But dude, listen, if I come to your house and you don't like that, I'm not doing it. Full respect. Full respect for you. I'm in your house, they're your rules. No problem. But when you come to my house and try to apply your rules to me in my own house, that's some bullshit right there. I'm calling you on it. You shouldn't do that. Live and let live, my friend. Just because you were brought up a certain way and you have certain beliefs doesn't mean that anyone else has those same beliefs. Be cool with it, man. It's not a big deal. It's not a goddamn big deal. You know what I'm saying? I just don't understand it. I don't know why it bothers me so much when people comment about using the Lord's name in vain. And the last person was like, I don't mind the other swearing. So they don't mind like the motherfuckers and the, that stuff. It's only using the Lord's name in vain. And I get it. I get it if that's your situation, that it would offend you. And so if you're offended, go somewhere else. The world is not laid out for you individually. Not everything is to your specs. That's not how it works. And if something isn't to your specs, well then go get something else. I just don't understand it. Why? This is what causes the major issues of the world, I would say. When someone thinks that their beliefs need to be everybody's beliefs. I mean, I agree we gotta agree on some things, like, the basics, murder, stuff like that. Murder is bad. Because if you don't believe murder is bad, that may affect me in a negative way. But me not caring about using the Lord's name in vain, it doesn't affect you one way or the other because you don't have to be around me. You know? Alright, I don't know why I'm babbling about this. Please, son, get stronger. It's freezing, man. Freezing. Who is the idiot who sent their thermal underwear home? Who? Oh, so disappointing. And I had sent myself a little tiny can of lube, and I sent that home too, thinking I've got plenty for the rest of the trip. And it ran out, and I had to buy one at the cycle shop. It was so dumb. And I had to buy that blue, what's that stuff called? And it's so gross and messy, and I hate it. But it came in a small can. Oh, so dumb. Being at that post office, it seems like 3 million years ago. Alright, I'm babbling. I didn't even have any whiskey last night, I don't think. I've been having a couple sips before bed, just for fun, but not last night. I had water and I read. And that was it. It was a pretty monk-like evening. I sat at the brook, checked that out for a while. That's about it. I was there and set up so early, 6:30, and I was done with the ride report by 7:30. My charging situation, though, is a serious problem. At this point, I don't think the AC inverter is working anymore either. So now I have no way to charge the laptop on the bike, and I cannot write my ride report. It's not possible. And I also can't transfer the files any other way than with the laptop. So I'm not sure what that means. Could be that there's another motel in my future, so I can charge that sucker up. We'll see. Hey, Future Range here, and so had problems with the media mod all day. I don't know why. It's an ongoing issue, and so audio was a problem. Then for this next section, I accidentally put it in time-lapse mode, and I was so bummed when I saw that when I was transferring the footage, because there was some big boss stuff, I think, and whatever. So anyway, on the day after today, I had realized that it was all in time-lapse mode, and so there was no audio. So I recreated the big boss thing, and I had thought that the ass conversation was ruined too, so I recreated that, with the idea that I was going to take that footage and stick it in here where I had messed up with the time-lapse thing. I'm not doing that. I think it's actually funnier to just see me try to recreate this in the next episode.
So I've left that alone. So anyway, enjoy some Benny Hill style footage, and I think I do figure it out in a bit, and so it'll be back to normal. Although the medium odd thing goes throughout the day. From Steve, and I feel like he said I was doing like a section a day or so, which sounds about right, I guess. I'm not sure. I think one of these sections is really long though, like 270 miles, so I won't be doing that one today, I don't think, unless I just have a crazy mileage day. But anyway, he was saying, I think he's going to be in Wrangley. It's Friday, I just found out, by the way. And what is this? Is this day, it's day 10, I think. I think it's day 10 total. So that means it's day 3 of the Northeast. I think that's right. Anyway, he was saying it's looking like rain maybe Sunday and Monday. So I really, maybe I should read his text more carefully before I try to talk about it. But the gist of it is he was going to trailer his bike down to Wrangley. And he's got a ski house or something, like a little cabin of some sort out that way. And I think the plan is to maybe meet him there and do the last section, which I believe is only 60 miles. Go to the Canadian border, whip it around, go back, maybe stay at his cabin again. And then from there, I gotta do some figuring. He had recommended I go to some airport and rent a car, but the largest car that they had was like a, I don't know, Honda CRX or something like that. I think that has a pretty big hatchback, so maybe if I took off both wheels, I could shove this thing in there. I'm not sure about that. And I have a truck reserved, a Ford F-150 in Lowell, Massachusetts, which will be a hellish ride to get there from the end. So I'm not sure what to do about that. I think it's too early to be talking about the end anyway. I think I'm parting for the horse. But yeah. I mean, the airport sounds easier and quicker, and it's about half as expensive to get a car. But I just don't know if I can shove this thing in there. And how do I even get it in? Like, it's not light. I mean, it's not a heavy bike, but it's not light. I don't know that I can just like lift it in there. It's very awkward. It would definitely be a two-man job. So I don't know how to do that. Then on the other hand, with the F-150, if I go down there, I mean, my plan was to pick up the truck, take the truck to Harbor Freight, get a ramp and some straps, go back to the lot, get the bike on the truck, which I don't think is going to be as easy as I think it is. Actually, I know it's not. Because I can't ride it up the ramp, because that's asking for trouble. And I can walk it and put it in gear, but then it gets too tall. We have to step on up on the truck too, and that's an interesting maneuver to have to do, especially since I've never done it. But I'm just not sure what the other options are. Just crossed over Highway 91. I don't know what that means, but it happened. And I feel like I'm in one of those sections that when you're going by in the highway, on the highway, driving down the highway, and you're just like, where the hell am I? What's out here? Who lives out here? You know? Okay, it's been a lot of dirt today, and it's been like easy peasy dirt, nothing too difficult. Like one steep rutty road, that wasn't a problem. And I'm loving life. I'm loving life. What I'm trying to do is remind myself that the baby alternatives, it's okay. It's okay, man. You don't have to feel any shame. You don't have to feel bad about yourself. You got nothing to prove. And of course, all that's just rationalization to cover up the shame I feel for being a failure and for not having enough testosterone. But seriously, I enjoy this more. I really, really do. Maybe not this right here, but the easy dirt roads through the beautiful countryside, yes, that's what I'm all about. The hard enduro, mental case, insanity, nope, not so much. It's just not my bag. It's just not my bag. Just bring me out somewhere cool and let me see it without dying. That's what I'm interested in.
bring me through a couple of these cool towns. Let me get my New England on. And I'm happy. Let's see if I've screwed up, because I feel sure that I have. Oh, look at that. Good guess. Goodbye, Vermont, I guess. Wow. I'm in New Hampshire. Check it out. Obviously, the baby routes, the baby alternatives are way faster than the tougher sections. Like, way faster. 100 miles before noon. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I gotta figure out what to do tonight. The main issue is the temperatures. When I looked before, it said 50 low tonight, which I think is not that bad. Like last night, it got cold, but and I did feel the heat-sucking monster from deep within the earth. But I zipped up the bag. It's like a quilt slash bag, so it does have a zipper, and I zipped it up, and I kept pretty warm for the most part. It's so weird, man, where your body touches the pad. Like, I was trying to sleep on my side for a while, and like right where my thigh hit the pad, I could just feel it. Same as that trip on the Himalayan. I could just feel the warmth being sucked out. Wow, this is really pretty. And so the thing with the down quilt, though, is that when you put it underneath you, you smush the down, and that ruins the heat value. Like, it needs to be sort of puffed up to give you the warmth. But it helped a little bit, you know? I got some sleep. And I guess my nerves about sleeping out in the woods, not in a campground, with nobody for miles and miles, I guess those nerves have kind of gone away. I mean, I still hear noises, and I'm like, I wonder what that is. But then you're like too lazy to actually care. So you just lay there and wait to be hacked with an axe. And when it doesn't happen, you're like, oh, that's cool. I mean, the chances of something bad happening when you're camping by yourself in the middle of nowhere are pretty astronomical, I would say. I don't actually have those statistics on hand right now, but that's my guess. That is my guess. I mean, you do hear stories about it, but that's, you know, a handful of stories out of how many thousands and thousands of instances of people camping, right? Anyway, I'm glad to be able to do that now if I feel like it. I don't know if I deserve a certificate of camping or not. I feel like I might. But not just camping, certificate of camping alone in the middle of the woods. not at a normal campsite. What would have been nice last night is a fire. But I couldn't even bring myself to cook. Forget about building a fire. Plus I shipped my saw home and my hatchet. It's warmed up a bit, still a little nip in the air, but it feels very good. And I know at the end of this trip it's going to be just like the Tat, where I'm going to be like, next time I'm going to slow down, I'm going to check things out, blah de blah de blah. But obviously I'm not. Oh, this looks cool. Alright, I'm in New Hampshire. I just hit section 6. Out of 8 or 9. Some nice little towns I've gone through. Those covered bridges are beautiful. Really enjoying today. This is perfect. Zero challenges. Just cruising. Probably should have just found a place back there, but I decided that I'm gonna try to make it another 60 miles, which is probably more like 75 miles,
Because again, it's so hard to figure out. I'm at about 200 miles for the day right now, but it's so early. I probably should have been smart and just found something, but you know how that goes. And Steve said it pretty much doesn't matter when I meet him, like I'm not in a rush because of that. I'm in a rush because it's my personality to be in a rush. I don't know what to do about it. Maybe I should start smoking pot. That would probably help. And I think I'd like to get a motel tonight because of the laptop and the cold weather. But if I don't, I feel like I'll find something. If I can't make it to Compton. Is it Compton? I think so. Now it's been what, 9.5 hours today. I swear, ass really doesn't have a lot to complain about. I mean, yes, ass is sore a little bit, but all things considered, not that bad. Where was I 10 days into the tag? I think day 10 might have been when I met Johnny Powell in Trinidad. Is that possible? No, that can't be right. Is that right? That can't be right. Might be right though. Because then I think we had another 15 to the coast. I'm not sure about that. Future Ange. Day 10, where was we? Where was we on the tag? Was I right? If I'm right, why do I remember that? Okay, so is Ed March working at Mad Dog in Moab? That's where me and Johnny Powell stopped. I think Johnny Powell had a tire put on there. And is he working there now? Did he quit his engineering job and now he just lives in Moab? What's going on? I need details. Oh, dudes, I am in the motel and it's beautiful and I'm loving it. And that right there. You know what I'm saying? I'm all set to do my business here. And after last night was great. That campsite was awesome.
and I wasn't too freaked out about being out in the wilderness by myself, and it was fun, but it was freezing, and I'm psyched for a shower, which I've already had, and it was beautiful, and a warm bed. So I'm gonna try to catch up on some work, do the ride report, transfer the files, charge everything up in here, because I'm just running out of options on the charging. It's a disaster. I'll go into that in some wrap-up video, but it's been a bit of a nightmare. But all in all, today was a great day. I did like, I don't know, 10 hours, 260 miles, and it was great. So I'm psyched for this room. It's super nice, and I'm gonna get some good sleep tonight after I do some work. So I'll see you in the morning. Hey, please like this video if you liked this video, and if you'd like to see more, hit that subscribe button and the alert bell. Also, if you're interested, there are links to gear lists and goofy t-shirts in the description. Thanks a ton for watching.